On March 27th of 1849, the National Assembly passed the Constitution of the German Empire. The Constitution addressed both of the core demands of the Revolution by declaring that the German Confederation should be turned into a German empire and including the basic rights of the German people, which had already been passed in late December of 1848. The German Empire was supposed to be a constitutional hereditary monarchy with an emperor as head of state, who could appoint ministers and delay laws he didn't approve of. The new German parliament was supposed to have two chambers. The House of Commons was supposed to be elected in free, general elections, while members of the upper house were supposed to be elected by state governments and their respective parliaments. Now the empire only needed an emperor. The two natural choices were the Emperor of Austria or the King of Prussia, since those were the two most powerful states of the German Confederation. However, since the German nation would only include the territory of the German Confederation, it would exclude a large part of the multi-ethnic Austrian Empire. According to the government of the new Austrian Emperor, Franz Joseph I, Austria and Hungary were inseparable. Thus, they declared that Austria would not be part of a German empire. With Austria out of the picture, the Parliament offered the imperial crown to Frederick William. The King of Prussia, however, rejected it. On April 3rd, he stated in front of the parliamentary delegation,
"I am ready to prove through deeds that the men who based their trust on my devotion, my loyalty, and my love to our common fatherland were not mistaken. I would not do justice to their trust. I would not conform to the wishes of the German people, if I would, without the free consent of the crowned heads, the princes and the free cities of Germany, make a decision that has the most decisive consequences for them and the German tribes they rule over."
Later, he stated the true reason for his decision not to accept the crown in a letter to the Prussian envoy in London.
Of course, a Hohenzollern can wear the crown that has been worn by the Ottonians, the Hohenstaufen and the Habsburgs. But the one they are talking of is a disgrace, with its pungent stench of the revolution of 1848, the most silly, most stupid, worst, albeit, thank God, not the most evil in this century. A legitimate king, by God's grace, the King of Prussia even, who has been graced to wear maybe not the oldest crown, but the most noble that has never been stolen, is supposed to be given such an imaginary coronet baked from dirt and potter's clay. I will tell you frankly, if the 1,000-year-old crown that has rested for 42 years is to be handed out again, it is I and people like me who will bestow it. And woe betide those who claim what is not theirs. Should I, or shouldn't I?